following is a presentation of HBO Sports.
Hello, I'm Jim Lampley. Welcome to this edition of Boxing's Best, on which we look back at one of the most significant prize fights of the calendar year 2010. Though fans were disappointed by the one-sidedness of Floyd Mayweather's easy welterweight decision over Juan Manuel Marquez in September 2009, Marquez just went back into the gym and continued polishing the sport's most refined offensive craft in the interest of continuing to defend his legitimate world lightweight championship. In the summer of 2010, Marquez scored his second win over Houston's Juan Diaz, this time by unanimous decision, and set his sights on a November title defense versus Australian boxer, brawler, bomber, Michael Katsidis. The Greek heritage Aussie had been given one previous opportunity to win the lightweight crown in 2008 and managed to knock Joel Casamayor through the ropes and out of the ring before giving the fight back to the crafty Cuban veteran via his own mistakes. Marquez later took care of Casamayor by knockout, while Katsidis was polishing his craft and learning and looking for another chance. They met on Thanksgiving weekend in Las Vegas before a very pro-Marquez crowd. Here's how I called it with Larry Merchant and Emmanuel Stewart. Round one begins. When first we saw Katsidis on these shores, he was an all-out bomber. He's learned a lot since then, but can he bomb again? His knockout of Kevin Mitchell in preparation for this fight showed the old explosiveness. The old explosiveness is what Katsidis needs tonight. Good jab by Katsidis on the chin. Good left hook by Marquez. Right on the chin of Katsidis. Yesterday, I asked Juan Manuel Marquez, do you think Katsidis might be the biggest puncher you've faced? Marquez answer, I don't plan to test that theory. I don't plan to know.
Well, Pacquiao had him down 4 times, so I guess that qualifies him as the biggest puncher he's faced.
3 times in the first fight, 1 time in the second fight. Had it not been for the knockouts, or excuse me, the knockdowns, Marquez might have 2 wins over Manny Pacquiao on his dossier. Good combination by Marquez. Katsidis comes back with his own combination. Both men landing solidly, firmly, and cleanly in round 1.
Katsidis is being very deliberate. He's not yet shown that he wants to stick his head in Marquez's chest like a tulip bulb and stay there. And that's his best chance of winning.
Bring him up, Manuel.
Marquez's left hook a tiny bit low by the likes of Kenny Bayless. Very good referee. And you heard Bayless said, if you land on the waistband, that's a legal punch.
This is a very good technical fight right there. Both guys are punching short, crisp punches. You know, and I'm hoping that neither one of these guys get cut because both of them have a tendency to cut in the previous fights.
If there's one thing that's been revealing to me about round 1, Emmanuel, it's that Katsidis is holding his own, boxing with one of the world's best boxers.
Yes, but you know, but this way, but still Marquez is very, very sharp. I would say Marquez may have a little slight edge, but not that much to talk about. But he's holding up very well boxing.
There's the multiple punch creativity of Juan Manuel Marquez. Puts together combinations as well as anybody alive.
And what's good about Marquez as a fighter, he always likes to get the last of any exchange. That's what made him and Pacquiao have such great fights. And Katsidis has the same mindset. So this could heat up to be a very exciting fight in the next few rounds.
Marquez staying away and blocking the right, lands a right and a left to punctuate the round.
Sit down, mate, relax. Breathe in nice and deep. Just take your time. How's everything? Good? Mate, quite a nice start. Quite a nice start, okay? Give me one more. Okay. So all you got to do, keep your focus. Number 1, okay? Keep the eyes open, keep reading the shots for me, okay? Shift your line.
Insist on those right hands. Uppercut in the right. And then attack him to the body. That hook, that left hook to the body is going to hurt him. Lively, lively. Be careful that he doesn't get you with a counter punch. Vaseline.
Well, the round looked a lot more even to the naked eye than the CompuBox numbers show it to be. CompuBox count, Marquez 27 of 68, 18 power shots connected to only 8 of 34 for Katsidis. It looked a little better than that for Katsidis as the round was going along. But I'm not going to argue with the CompuBox folks because Marquez does that. He has tremendous craft and he lands a lot of punches.
Yeah, his punches are very accurate punches too.
If he learned anything from the first round, Katsidis, it should be that he is not going to win this kind of a fight.
So what can he do to make it a different kind of fight?
He has to try to make it a brawl. He has to sell out, do everything possible to upset Marquez, lean on him, push him, bang him, make him uncomfortable.
Doing exactly what he's doing now is what you're saying.
Yes,
Yeah.
he began about 10 seconds ago in the middle of Larry's comment about what he had to do.
No, he's not going to beat him in the boxing. He's going to have to take his short chances by being very physical in this fight.
Did you see the perfect left hook to the body by Marquez?
Yes, and it was perfect too.
He's got to make Marquez say, I don't want to have to deal with this stuff for 12 rounds.
And as I was saying, I just feel that Katsidis may be just a little bit stronger. Now, he's fighting a good fight now. Even though Marquez may be landing the clean shots, it's making him work a little bit faster than he likes to work.
Katsidis is very concerted now in his effort to crowd Marquez, force the pace. This is pressure.
Yeah, he has no choice but to do this because he's going to get defeated easier if he stays outside to him.
Right in there is where he's got to be.
Look at the perfection of Marquez's craft. Look at how he picks the target out and nails it 2 or 3 or 4 punches in a row. Good chopping right hand shot by Katsidis.
Yeah, Marquez is still picking his shots, controlling everything, but the pressure that Katsidis is putting on him is going to make him have to fight very hard.
This is the kind of thing that you could not have imagined Marquez doing when we saw him 10 years ago, trying to dance away from everything.
He's done some perfect body shots. Those left hooks to the body, unbelievable.
Katsidis trying to chop with the left hook, put pressure on Marquez any way he can. If you watch Juan Manuel Marquez's face, you can almost hear him thinking his way through the fight.
Yes.
It's amazing to watch his focus.
Now the fight is turning out to be just what I thought it was going to be.
Look at the combinations. CompuBox reports that right there, you just saw the largest number of punches ever landed against Michael Katsidis in a single round.
Breathe in nice and
That's
deep.
the kind of fighter Juan Manuel Marquez is.
Have a sip. Suck, suck. Michael, just let me do this for a sec. Okay, breathe in nice and deep. Okay, mate, you're doing a wonderful job, okay? He's going to start to let go 3s and 4s in the stand. Okay.
Gracias. Pero siempre entra con la cabeza, Juan. Nada más. Párale la cabeza y no te va a hacer nada.
Stop his head, it won't do anything. I hear you.
CompuBox numbers in the second round. Michael Katsidis had a tremendous round. He landed 26 of 65 punches in that round. He boxed as well as he can box. Juan Manuel Marquez was 48 of 90 with 27 power shots connected. In other words, just as we said in the opening on camera, if you open up your offense to try to go after Marquez, you are opening his offense up as well.
And Marquez has landed some beautiful body punches, and they may take the effect. He's landed about 2 or 3 beautiful left hooks to the body in addition to a right hand to the body they landed.
Well, you need only to look at Katsidis and Marquez's bodies to see which is the stronger guy. Obviously, Katsidis has more muscle, but the sharpness of the punches is what punishes you over a period of time.
And even when Katsidis throws his right hand, you're looking, it's more like a overhand, short right jab type. He doesn't have the full power of right hand that extended straight through.
Hard left hook by Katsidis, and Marquez is on his butt.
And seriously hurt.
Tremendous
And seriously
shot. The biggest punch Marquez has taken since he fought against Pacquiao.
And Katsidis is going to be hard to hold off.
Michael Katsidis is thinking of his lost brother.
2 minutes left in this round.
He's fighting for 2. Just as he told us. What an opportunity.
Remember that Marquez survived those 4 knockdowns by Pacquiao.
Katsidis caught him with a left hook again. Marquez momentarily wobbled. There's a right cross for Katsidis. Marquez is fighting rather than holding.
And Marquez is a very experienced fighter. Katsidis have to be careful himself.
Marquez is getting his bearings back. He's going to try to find an opportunity to go right back at Katsidis.
But
hard left hook by Marquez.
You remember Juan did the same thing to Marquez, and Marquez came back and stopped him. So you still have to be careful with him. He's a very dangerous puncher and very accurate.
Marquez thinks he has his legs back. We shall see whether he does.
Now's the time to go to his body, as he just did.
Katsidis is trying to land one more big left hook. That's the punch that started it all.
Marquez had been landing so many clean blows that he let his guard down, and Katsidis poured through it, and now he's trying to pour it on.
Katsidis better throw some left uppercuts or something up through the middle. He's trying to shoot everything over top.
Katsidis' punches are traveling wider and wider, and Marquez is finding opportunities up the middle. The more Katsidis got into it and thought he had the chance, the wider his punches went. That's not the way you beat Marquez. Good body shot by Marquez, trying to take the steam out of Katsidis.
Well, here you go, Marquez is coming back very much like he
right cross.
Same as he did with Diaz.
Firing away just as he did and coming back in the Diaz fight. What a round. What an amazing round 3 was.
That left hook, he's putting it in. I'm okay. Don't go in. He's getting in with that left hook. You just got a big one. He hit you hard in this round.
Okay, mate. While you got your eyes closed, I want you to listen to me. You're doing a wonderful job.
Here you see the knockdown. Katsidis goes underneath, comes up with a left hook, and really Marquez didn't do anything wrong. Just had his right hand down a split second in the middle of the exchange. Katsidis is a very good short puncher, just like Marquez.
The door was open, and he barged in.
Yep, but at the end of the round, to me, it looked like Marquez was taking back control of the fight, as he's often did, even with the fight.
Well, he's shown tremendous resilience, and I guess this might be a point to point out that it's very unusual for a fighter to be fighting at this high level at his weight class.
And so long.
And for so long, but smaller guys generally don't have these kinds of long careers, and to be at this level late in their careers.
Harold, what's your scorecard through 3?
Okay, Jim, I've got a 2 rounds to 1, 28-28. All even at points, but 1 round in favor of Juan Manuel Marquez. I gave Michael Katsidis an extra point in round 3 for scoring that knockdown. Jim, I swear to God, he hit him so hard, it looked to me like Marquez's head spun. But somebody said to me yesterday, they said, what's the sense of knocking Marquez down? He just gets up anyway. And that's what he did. He got up, took control of the fight at the end of the 3rd round. Anyway, all even 28-28.
Good right hand by Katsidis.
Yeah, but Marquez is taking control of the fight again now. His punches are placed better, and as I said, Katsidis doesn't have a strong right hand.
Well, we thought he had control of the fight when he got knocked down.
But I never was that really too excited, Sim, because I saw Marquez get out of trouble like that quite a few times.
Yes, he does.
How's this for an amazing number? Marquez landed more power punches in the round.
I believe it.
He landed 22 out of 29. Katsidis 20 of 71. Marquez landed more punches overall in the round. Unbelievable. Nobody comes back like Juan Manuel Marquez comes back. His recovery power reminds me of that of Evander Holyfield.
In the same round. Not around until later, the exact same round.
Even though they're fighting at extremely close quarters, you can still see Marquez's ability to pick out angles and targets and land with extreme accuracy. Katsidis is enormously energized and trying to bomb Marquez back to the Stone Age.
See the placement right there. Left uppercut through the center, then left hook to the ribs, and then move back with a jab.
Talking about Marquez and all his craft.
Variety of punches, very crafty fighter.
The question is, can they both survive this kind of a severe pace?
Yeah, Marquez.
The younger guy or the more solid guy, the guy who has the most capability, as Marquez does. Does he last 12 rounds like this?
Yeah, I think he can, because he's landing more clean, effective punches that's going to take their effect. Well, Katsidis is coming in, but he's not landing that effective with his punches.
Right. The 37-year-old guy who has 58 fights looks at the moment like the fresher of the two, even though he was down in the preceding round. It appears to me that in the wake of the big knockdown on the left hook, Marquez has made a tactical decision to stay closer to Katsidis and shorten up his bout.
Oh, my God.
He fought him closely in that round and won it.
Okay. Breathe in nice and deep. I'm going to tip it over the back. Breathe in nice and deep, relax. How's everything? Good? Nice and clear? Make sure that water don't come over the front. Okay, mate, listen to me again. We've got a couple simple instructions here. I want you to equal up your balance a little bit. We'll couple little adjustments, okay? You listening? Get your base down again, a little bit more swivel. Shift your lines, shift your head when he delivers a shot, okay?
Hombros, Juan.
Move your shoulders,
Colócalo
Juan.
bien.
Move your shoulders. Place your punches.
Recto, abajo,
Jab,
derecha,
straight
arriba,
to the
recto,
body,
abajo,
straight up
izquierda,
top.
arriba,
Straight to the body and left hook up top. But he's strong, you know that.
Vivo, boxealo, boxealo.
CombiBox numbers through 4. Marquez 139 out of 268. Katsidis 70 of 236. Obviously, Marquez is going to win the CombiBox numbers battle, no matter how long the fight goes tonight. In his first battle with Manny Pacquiao in 2004, Marquez went down 3 times in the first round. By the end of the fight, you had a draw, and one judge had Marquez winning it by 5 points. In his second fight with Pacquiao in 2008, he went down in the second round. At the end of the evening, that knockdown was the difference, as Pacquiao essentially won the fight by a point in a split decision. Many ringsiders believe Marquez actually was the winner in both fights.
Not me.
Not me either. Not me either.
What's
But I do think the first one was a legitimate draw.
I have no quarrel with the decisions or with people thinking it went the other way. But when a fighter comes back as dramatically as Marquez did from the knockdowns, there's a natural tendency sometimes to give him more credit than he's actually earned.
Makes sense. Coming back from knockdowns is something he does exceedingly well. Good right-hand body shot by Katsidis. Since Katsidis isn't likely to be as accurate as Marquez upstairs, he'd do very well to the best of the body.
He needs to crowd, get in very close. He throws his punches with his arms very short. He doesn't extend, so he needs to stay very close. Because if you give any room to Marquez, Marquez is going to land those perfectly placed punches.
And he's backing Marquez up now.
Yeah.
And trying to make him uncomfortable.
That's what he's got to do.
Brilliant left hook to the body by Marquez. At the height of his career, he was overshadowed for a long time by Marco Antonio Barrera and his great left hook, and Eric Morales. Barrera is now retired, but Morales is back to fighting again, and some people think Marquez may take a fight with him to settle the score after all those years and make some money.
If he doesn't get the Pacquiao fight.
It's funny, both guys are vulnerable for uppercuts. Whoever shoots the punch up with the center seems to always get the advantage.
Don't hold him down.
becoming a phone booth fight. And a phone booth fight is a marvelous stage for the craftsmanship of a fighter like
Katsidis needs this though. To get more so, even though Marquez fights good, Katsidis needs it because he doesn't place his punches that good, so he has to smother Marquez.
What an amazing offensive fighter Marquez
This is like the last round of the fight.
Listen deep. Suck him up. What round we got?
Six. Hold it. Six. Ben.
How's everything? Okay.
No tienes nada de corte más
You have
en
no
la
cuts,
boca,
nothing.
pero estás bien.
Just a little inflammation, nothing. You're good.
Si lo estás boxeando muy bien, Juan.
You're boxing him
Yo lo-
very well.
Here we see the different variety of uppercuts from both guys. Beautiful right uppercut from Katsidis. Right back with another beautiful right uppercut from Marquez.
Marquez credits in some part his success over his last half dozen fights or so to the regimen he uses of drinking his own urine for the nutrients. It's sort of been his personal fountain of youth, his own performance-enhancing drugs. And if he thinks that's what's helped him, that's all that matters.
He certainly has piqued your fascination with that, Larry. I don't know how many of us have actually gone on the web and researched the topic as you did.
I have Googled it all over the place, found dozens of articles, pro and con. Just like this fight.
Katsidis. Crowd got excited about Katsidis' left hook. Marquez fired back with a combination.
Speaking of pro and con, that's what this fight is.
Katsidis is fighting a perfect fight because they say he's not that devastating a puncher, particularly with the right hand. But pressuring Marquez like this and making him fight at a very fast pace, it's the only way that he can win this fight, and he's doing a very good job at this point.
It's very hard to fight this kind of all-out aggression if you're not a big puncher.
And you're right, Larry.
Because you're going to get hit on the way in.
And that's what I'm concerned about as the fight goes on and he gets tired. Because Marquez has good mental stamina going through the fight and can think and function very well in the late rounds. Now he's crowding Marquez because swinging that little short punches he throws has been very effective, but he still has to be careful. In particular for uppercuts.
Juan Manuel Marquez has focused on the body in this round and has landed several brutal body shots to Katsidis' ribcage, trying to take some of the steam out of Katsidis so that he won't be in jeopardy the latter half of the fight. Katsidis landed a huge right hand. Marquez comes back with 3 left hands of his own.
This is the kind of fight we expected.
Intense. Fought in close quarters. Both fighters showing marvelous craft.
Watch your heads, watch your heads.
This is for the lightweight championship of the world and fully legit. Katsidis' right eye is beginning to close from the damage caused by Marquez's left jab and left hook.
Fortune favors the bold, and we have 2 bold warriors tonight.
You clear? Clear? Well, get a look on your face like you want to win the fight. Suck it up. You can go past this. You're breaking him slowly. You can go past this. But, mate, here, hungry, and you'll go past it. But don't go crazy. I want you to box, pressure, and do it. But I want that hunger in your eyes to do it, okay?
Throw those uppercuts, uppercut, hook to the body, then jab, jab. And move your head, bob your head on the inside. Don't pull away. That's where you're in danger. When you pull away. When you pull away, he catches you. Lively, Juan. Box him.
CompuBox numbers through the 6th round. Marquez is landing an average of 36 punches per round. He's landed 216 of them so far. Katsidis about half that many, 119. Harold, how do you have it through 6?
Okay, Jim, 58, 55, 5 rounds to 1, Manuel Marquez. I tell you, Jim, you know, head-to-head, toe-to-toe, they're both landing some tremendous shots, but in each and every round, except for the round that he got knocked in round 3, got knocked down in, Juan Manuel Marquez has just been out-punching Michael Katsidis. I mean, he just seems to get the best of him. I mean, he's going backwards, but his quick hands, his accuracy, you know, just seems to be landing the cleaner, harder shots. Michael coming forward, landing real good hooks, but I still think Juan Manuel Marquez is winning this fight.
4 left hooks in a row by Katsidis. I gave the last round a 10-10 round.
Well, I'll tell you,
Katsidis is fighting as well as he's fought at any time.
Yes, he's fighting a great fight. Being very physical, bumping with his left shoulder, and staying very close.
Yeah, you heard that pep talk from Brendan Smith between rounds. You heard Smith say, give me a different look in the face, show me more desire. Katsidis responded to him. He has come out and thrown combinations and landed them.
I've been impressed, Emmanuel, by Smith, the kind of explicit instructions he gives him.
I think he's giving him very good instructions. And he's followed him too. He's keeping Marquez short against the rope because Marquez is a bigger puncher, especially like that. It was clean punches, but just smothered him.
Take that hook. Take that hook out by going closer.
Don't push.
Shift your head to the other side, mate.
So Marquez is very smart. Fighting a fighter keeps his hands up very high. So he'll maybe throw a punch up at the top and get his hands up. Then he'll snatch him to the body with a left hook. Making Marquez very uncomfortable here.
You know, I'm not yet ready to say it's a great fight, but it's had a couple of great rounds in it, and the way they're fighting right now, this is remarkable stuff. I mean, they are showing incredible energy to be in the 7th round of a fight which has been fought at this pace.
Both of them, Jim, trained for 3 months for this fight. The normal training for fighters is 6 weeks to 8 weeks. They've been at it for 13 weeks apiece.
Look at the number of landed punches in the round. They're fighting within their styles. It's not a brawl. They're boxing at close range and landing 40 punches apiece. It's astonishing, frankly. Look at the accuracy of Marquez with those combinations inside.
That's the difference in the fight. The pressure for Marquez, but the accuracy of the punches is still Marquez. But took the left hook to the body.
But Marquez goes back to his corner, breathing very deeply.
Ya no tira con tanta fuerza el güey, ¿lo sientes? ¿Lo has sentido? Ya no tira con la fuerza de antes. Toma. Sí, jefe. Pero no te vayas a las cuerdas, estás bien, te sientes fuerte.
Okay, all right. So I want you to good swivels, nice rolls. Look for the little opportunities. Put your head up and you take them to the road. Turn your right hand down, okay? Main thing now I want you to concentrate is focus, okay? Focus. Don't load all your shots. Don't go to sleep for any minutes of it because if...
Here you see Marquez, even with his back against the ropes, is still landing accurate pinpoint punches, particularly the right hand. And that's been probably, I think, the difference in probably the offensive scoring in the fight. A lot of aggression, Katsidis, but the accurate pinpoint punches are still coming from Marquez.
In the astonishing 7th round, they combined to land 82 punches. 44 for Marquez and 38 for Katsidis. Katsidis threw 119 punches in the 7th. So the 3 months of training that Larry talked about has shown up here tonight.
Maybe I'm making a mistake, but with the swelling above the right eye of Katsidis, I don't recall the trainers putting any ice or anything over there. I mean, I've seen him putting Vaseline all around his eyes, but never really dealing with the swelling of the eye.
The cut man in his corner is Nonito Donaire Sr.
But maybe he did, but I didn't see it when I looked at it.
That's another amazing thing about Marquez. You've seen all the bombs that Katsidis has landed. You've seen the good accuracy Katsidis has managed to construct on the inside against Marquez. And Marquez's face is largely unmarked. His eyes aren't swollen at all. How does that happen? Maybe it's because he drinks his own urine.
Well, but his right eye is a little bit closed. There's some bruises around there from those left hooks. He's taken a lot of punches.
No question. Left to the body, left uppercut. He can throw the combination the other way. He can throw the uppercut, then the left hook to the body. He can put a right cross behind it. He can put a right uppercut behind it. He can do almost anything.
I was just thinking, Jim, we've seen him down that I can recall 6 times. Once against Barrera, which was a punch but wasn't counted as a knockdown. 4 times with Pacquiao. And here in this fight. And it just speaks so highly of him that he just thinks, get up and keep going. And what's next is more important than what just happened.
He's an amazing fighter, and as I said at the beginning of the show, he's been fighting on this top level for so long, too.
Well, he has intelligence, he has courage, he has will, he has stick-to-itiveness, he has tremendous craft, and at the end of the day, he's Mexican to the core. So what else would you ask for?
But I'll tell you what Katsidis is really putting to the test tonight.
Tremendous. Just an amazing challenge from Katsidis. Michael Katsidis has done everything he could possibly do for 8 rounds against one of the greatest fighters in modern history. What a left hook upstairs by Marquez. Katsidis keeps firing away.
Major league stuff.
You gotta have heart, and you gotta be in condition to fight like they are fighting.
Clear, Michael. Mate, that was a good round of composure then. You kept that bit of pressure on it. It was very nice. And you didn't load every shot. It was lovely. First right uppercut you threw. It was beautiful. The weight was down. Lovely.
The water. Use the combinations to finish. Use the combination. Combine your punches, and you look very well. But he pushes you and everything. You've got to close up those rounds.
Once again, you see Marquez back to the ropes, being pressured, but still landing the accurate pinpoint punches, which is amazing in the midst of being at such a short distance. Now he's placing shots to the body. And all of his shots are very well placed.
The 8th was a slow round. They only landed 59 punches between them. Katsidis had a slight edge in power shots landed, and you can see that Harold Letterman gave him the round. For the moment, it looks as though Marquez is content to slow the pace down. Marquez getting himself just a little breather at the beginning of the 9th round. Now Katsidis picks up the pressure again.
And the fighter here is trainer calling out instructions.
Yes.
Set it up and dig him in the body, mate.
Because Brendan Smith is talking to Katsidis throughout the round.
And also he's used to that voice, so he's been hearing that voice so much in the gym, so he can hear that voice.
You give your fighters instructions during rounds, Emmanuel?
Nope, it's one thing I talk between the rounds, and that's about it. I do very little talking between rounds.
Marquez opening up again. He finds the target. Uppercut, uppercut, uppercut. There's blood trickling from Marquez right nostril. He may have decided that he wants to step up the pressure.
Everyone is up through the middle. That's where all the most effective punches are.
Katsidis is tiring.
That's what
His
I was-
feet are
that's
starting
what
to
I
get
was- that's what I
sloppy,
was figuring.
and his head is responding more to the punches.
And
The
he
crowd
doesn't-
knows it.
and he
The
doesn't-
crowd wants Marquez to come on. He's looking to finish. Watch the combinations flow.
He knows how to break those shots up through the middle, too, when the guy's trying to clinch.
You're watching one of the greatest combination punchers ever to function in the sport.
For the most
He
part,
is
the fight is over.
He is certainly making his case for Pacquiao in this fight.
Is he ever?
The variety of punches from so many different angles where Katsidis can't even see them.
And Kenny Bayless stops the fight.
Great call.
What a
Fight
tribute to Marquez. Bayless stops the fight with Katsidis still on his feet.
call. Great call by the referee, Kenny Bayless.
This ain't Dallas.
That wasn't a show of disrespect to Katsidis. That was a show of respect by Bayless. He was saying, you fought this well, you don't deserve to take any unnecessary punishment.
And Jim, after Pacquiao's devastation of Margarito, after Martinez's destruction of Williams, this fight, 3 in a row, pretty good.
Closing out to Europe perfectly. I mean, you can't ask for a better finish for it. 2010 and these 3 fights.
And don't forget the hero of the night, Jason Litzau.
We'll talk about that in a moment, but we're going to have replays here which will show you how Juan Manuel Marquez closed the show, beginning with that uppercut, Emmanuel.
Yeah, that's where he mixes up his punches so much, especially once the guy's tired or either hurt. You can't figure out where the punches are coming from because he shoots them from all angles.
And Kenny Bayless, brilliantly incidentally, saw the same things that we saw in that round. Katsidis' feet getting loose, his head responding to the punches more than before, and Marquez stepping up the power and the accuracy. There was danger there, and Bayless ended the danger right there by stopping the fight.
But to go back to the fight like when we had the fight in Dallas, Texas, Lawrence Cole, I thought, did the right thing. He could not have stopped the fight. That was a stoppage that should have came from the corner. Because when the fighter is throwing up, returning a punch, which was what Marguerite would do, very difficult for a referee to stop the fight.
Well, somebody should have.
Referee should have stopped it.
But that was another subject, Dallas. This was a great fight. Let's go to Michael Buffer for the official particulars on the outcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the MGM Grand, the contest comes to an end. But before announcing the official time, a round of applause for 2 fighters at 135 pounds. Showed us the best that boxing can be. Michael Katsidis, Juan Manuel Marquez. Referee Kenny Bayless steps in and calls a halt to the bout at 2 minutes, 14 seconds, round number 9. The winner by TKO victory, and still Ring Magazine, WBA, WBO. Lightweight champion of the world, Juan Manuel Dinamita Marquez.
As an audition for a third meeting with Manny Pacquiao, that performance clearly swept the hearts and minds of ringside experts for Marquez. Consensus is that in a world of fairness, the Mexican superstar would get the quasi-rubber match with Pac-Man at a weight equally observant of both fighters' recent experience. But in the real world of business, Pacquiao gets what Pacquiao wants. And that means the fight would move north on the weight scale, close to the welterweight limit, a clear Pac-Man advantage. The truth is, Marquez would go anywhere, anytime, at any weight for the chance to try again to prove that he's always been the better man. So if it happens, expect Manny Pacquiao to be the heavy and heavier favorite. Thanks for being with us on this edition of Boxing's Best.